What's happening, everyone? It's your boy Jose, aka TheNYCGeek, aka TNG, aka your Elden Lord, coming at you with a slight update, slight amendment. Now, as you might know, especially if you watched my previous review on the game, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring. It has my soul. It's got me. I did that 24-hour stream on launch over on twitch.tv/TheNYCGeek. Shameless plug time. I have played nothing else, not even Ark. I haven't checked on my dinosaurs. I got to make sure they haven't starved to death. I briefly played some WWE 2K22, and then I went right back to Elden Ring again. So I've logged at the time of this recording around 123, 124 hours. My main character is level 127. My secondary is around 18 or 20. I can't remember which one of them. I only make wretches because I like the ultimate flexibility in the stat distribution. And I'm pretty sure, I've been every like big boss around. Maybe not the small mini bosses scattered here and there. I know I have like 4 catacombs I gotta hit up. But in terms of the big bosses, I've been roaming around, slaying dragons, clearing out dungeons, the grave locations for the ancient heroes. I believe there's only like Melania. I hope I'm look, some of these names I can't pronounce, so I'm sorry. I know there's only Melania, Blade of Michaela left, which I'm making my way down towards. The fucking Halleck tree is fucking hard, man. I'm saying that right now. Holy shit, the area where Melania is, whoo, get ready for fucking frustration. Every time I fell off a tree branch or I got bubbled by a stupid envoy, I was ready to fucking strike down my own goddamn monitor. I have Mog, Lord of Blood left. I already have the White Mask quest pending, so I can get to him anytime I want. Lich Dragon, Fortisax. I finished Fia's quest. So all I need to do is chat with her to summon that fight. Some of these I'm fighting for, some of these fights I'm saving for the stream. And then of course the story stuff right after burning the Erd Tree. But those are like story bosses that left. So I don't have too much big bosses left. So some of you might be wondering, Jose, what the fuck did you just say? Like, what was all that fucking diarrhea that just came out of your mouth? My point being, I am very much in the end game portion of things, whereas before I truly wasn't. And I want to update and amend my previous quick save review for Elden Ring. It is still not to me a perfect game. It's not. It's not a 10 out of 10. There's still some gripes that I have. The wonky camera lock, the decision to not allow you to open a map while in combat, fucking terrible decision. The tech issues that cannot be ignored, especially since I play on PC. You can't just be like, this is the perfect game, and then hard crash or have lag stutters or the sort. Controller connectivity issue, oh my goodness, I can't talk. I don't know why that word's so difficult. Controller connectability issues, which were just patched a few days ago, thankfully. But however, as I have spent dozens and dozens of hours on this game, unlocking gray sites, finding small out-of-the-way caves or illusionary walls that lead me into dungeons, like fucking in Caelid, trying to find that the sorcerer is trying to do her quest. You gotta find a goddamn illusionary wall behind this one single mob that it dawns on you like, oh, this guy, I'm curious, why is this guy here? These guys aren't here. And it's like, because Caelid's like the swamp full of festering monsters, and then you see like this mage from the Royal Academy, you're like, that's weird. Why is this guy here? Boom, because there's an illusionary wall behind them. Anyway, I'm clearing out bosses left and right like the goddamn Elden Lord that I am. And I compare it to other From Software games such as Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne, and it has truly, truly hit me. As hard as some of these bosses hit, how fucking grand, how insane of a scope Elden Ring truly has, how much went into it. How other fucking game developers from garbage maidenless studios like Ubisoft should be taking the time to learn from Software instead of being little bitches and trying to throw shade at them. Maybe stop putting garbage microtransactions in your game, because nothing in Elden Ring is behind a paywall other than the purchase of the game. And it's killing you. It's killing you, Ubisoft, to know that. So, I find myself just constantly going back, wanting to further, explore the map. I'll sometimes open it and I'll see a spot where I see like some ruins on the map, but not like an indicator indicating that I've been there, like not like a named indicator. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, there has to be something in that stretch of land. There has to be that I haven't explored. And usually there is. And that's one of the wondrous things about this game, that if you've ever played a Souls game, you know the developers, they don't hold your hand. They don't hold your hand. That's part of the challenge of their games. And that reflects so much here, even with the exploration being a part of the difficulty. You can wander into the hellscape that is fucking Caelid, the festering scarlet rot swamps of Caelid, like my dumbass did early on, get your shit wrecked, and then realize, wow, the game didn't tell me that I wasn't supposed to be there. They didn't put an invisible wall. Yeah, that's the point. Elden Ring will not hold your hand. In fact, when you stretch out your hand, it's going to, like the scrub that you are looking for help, is going to grab your hand, put your ass in a chokehold. And that's, to me, it feels like the discovery just happens naturally. And I love that. It makes me want to keep exploring more. I know people who just want to look further along the map. Like, shit, I want to just go a little further over that hill. That's how it was the first day. The first day on launch. And I keep 100 something plus hours in. And I still have that sense of wonder. I still have that sense of, I want to explore. And one of the things I'm loving, I personally am loving, is watching all these people who would never have ordinarily picked up or tried or touched a Souls-like game, and they're trying their hand at it. And most of them are like, fuck, Margit, I hate Margit, you fucking scumbag. And I'm there with you. I'm there with you, because that guy was whooping my ass for hours straight. But they're getting that most fundamental issue, and rather, they're getting that most fundamental lesson out of a Souls game. That's, got to get back up. They're getting back up. You got to try again. And they're trying again and again and again until they fucking finally get it. And that's the best thing, because Soul games have always been so, you know, like, you gotta really love these kind of games. They're so niche. And I don't know whether it was just the hype from the Souls community spilling over, or maybe people hearing that George Martin was involved with it, but it has drawn so much mainstream attention. And I love seeing new fans entering in and enjoying the content for what it is. Brutal, soul crushing, no pun intended, gameplay that will reward you when you see, you know, those yellow letters across your screen, you know, enemy felled. Fuck yes, that is the best. That is one of the best feelings in gaming. And I'm so happy to see people for the first time experience that, being like, oh shit, this is my first Souls game. And then they're playing for a few hours. They're playing for like 6, 7, 8 something hours, but they beat Margit and they're like, dude, I beat a Souls boss, and they want more. They want more. And that's awesome. That's awesome. And of course, there's always going to be, you know, when a Souls game comes out, people are going to bitch and complain that there should be an easy mode, or it's not, you know, it's just not accessible. And I jokingly mentioned it before that it's, you know, like a, you know, get good scrub response. But the truth is, it just might not be the game for you. The reason that this game is drawing in so much, or one of the reasons that I should say, is drawing in so much attention, and why there are so many new people who are falling in love with the difficulty, that they love the exploration and at times heart-wrenching defeats that you may encounter, is because that is how the game was meant to be played. That's how it was designed. And you can see every bit of painstaking development put into that. That's why it's so rewarding. You can't force these games to be what you want. You know, that's why I always say, you know, that even if I give a game a grade A score or grade B, it might not be for everyone. Sekiro is a grade A score. You know, it's a grade A game for me. I love Sekiro. It's top of the line. But I know it's not for everyone. I know it's not, and it's not meant to be for everyone. It's not. So, as I've said earlier, I've been playing for over 100 hours, and I'm looking back at my score for Elden Ring. And I'm looking back at, you know, how I compared it to Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, and it's just better. It's just better. It really is. This game has everything those games have, and multiply by like 10. You know, this game feels like 10 Dark Souls games rolled into one. You know, and it like that, some of the issues that I had with like the equipment and all that, I thought that I was seeing some of the end games. No, there's still more stuff that's coming out. Some of the stuff is, a little lackluster. I feel like the mage staffs are kind of lame, but like some of the cooler swords are out there. I'm like, oh, this is great. Right now, I'm not even using mainly a staff. I'm using a Moonveil katana. So I look at this and I think to myself, how can I sit there and not adjust my score when I cannot stop playing this game, when I cannot stop recommending it to people? It's still not the best From Software game for me. That title is still going to more than likely always be Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. But it is certainly the game that I will compare all other Souls-like games to. This will be the bar, so to speak. And that, to me, means that this deserves a grade A score. And I think, and to touch on what I said, I think most of all is because, you've got new people trying this game out, and this is like a gateway for them. Sounds bad when I say it like that, but I should say it's opening the doors to people to try and to realize how rewarding these difficult games can be. And, they might be like, well, shit, I like the parrying and I like the melee stuff. Maybe I'll try that for Sekiro. Maybe I'll try that Sekiro game. Or they might go, damn, I like the various builds I can create in this game and how it gives me different approaches. Maybe I'll try a Dark Souls game. That's cool. That's awesome. That is, case in point, one of the reasons why I always hold, Dragon Ball Z in such a high regard. Is it the best fucking anime out there? No, it's not. But did it open the doors for a lot of people who had never heard of anime to start trying some other things? Fuck yes. And Elden Ring is doing that. So for, and it's not a 10 out of 10. It's not, because I don't give numerical scores. I don't. That's how I avoid that. But a grade A score does not mean, that it is perfect. It doesn't. It's just the best of the best. It's up there. And it's, again, the grade A score doesn't mean it's for everyone. And the main issue that I have with this game, the technical problems, are one that, something that From Software can work on fixing, with patches and the sort. And two, they still cannot keep back what is going to be held as one of the greatest games of our generation. I truly think that. I think a lot of people will hold Elden Ring as a game that has transcended or I should say broken out of one of the most tight genres, Souls-like games that only, the crazy people play, and has opened up in a way that no one could have expected. And I think that's incredible. That's something that should be applauded. I look at Elden Ring and I can see people clamoring for this franchise to extend beyond just the media sphere of video games, graphic novels, maybe a television show adaptation, even though Hollywood is trash, super trash, I should say. So, that would be, but a well done, maybe probably done by, Japanese or even a Korean company, then I would trust it more. Hell, there's already cosplay groups, like cosplay photo shoot groups forming at conventions for this game. This game just came out, and Dragon Con already has a group forming up. I'm looking at fucking cosplays that I can do for this game. It is going to be a pop culture thing for, I think, honestly, for years to come. And it's cool that it has opened the door for people who may have never tried these kind of games to do so. Anyway, so for all of the above rant, I am adjusting my score for Elden Ring to officially be a grade A score game. It is the bar I will compare all other Souls-like games to. It's a grade A for me. If you like this sort of content, though, please hit the subscribe button right now. Hit it. Okay, hit it right now. Unless you're subbed, then please don't hit that button. Instead, consider hitting the like button and the share button and leave a comment. Please. I love to engage when I get the chance to. It really means a lot. I thank you, everybody. Your time is the most valuable thing. I thank you for it. And as always, please take care of each other. Stay safe.